We welcome you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. That's Ryan Fitzgerald. He will start this one. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go. Through the end zone, it's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And a nice run to start out. 6 yards on the first play of the game.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
They'll run it here. It's Samaje Perine. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
3rd down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man, left side, he's got it. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He's got Gesicki open down the field. And the They'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
On one, ready? 11. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Going to get that complete to Jamar Chase. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
And Burrow not going to take any chances. Slides to a stop after picking up the first down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal.
11 mighty.
Burrow. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Noah Fant was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal. Burrow now. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd and goal.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Mike Gesicki, touchdown Bengals. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
First carry now for Rico Dowdle. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 3rd and a yard.
Check steal. 33, yellow. Ready?
On play action. Young. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. And he got all of this one. Headed for the sideline. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Now, Burrow. Open left side is Gesicki. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense. This is a situation where you just have to be a little bit more decisive with the ball in your hand. I mean, at some point, it's got to come out. You cannot continue to stress your protection over time like he did here. And to take that hit after that amount of time, that falls completely on the shoulders of the quarterback.
11. Here we go.
Here's P-Rock. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
11.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll lead to a second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the...
And he's in! T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Panthers football to begin this second quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10.
Ready, break. Green jack. Set hut. Set hut.
Here's Young. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. It's 2nd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
They try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. Blue, 32. Drill green. Ready.
Back to the air. It's Young. Going up top. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Yellow. Yellow, 22. Steal. Check steal. Blaster, 6. Hut, hut.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. Down the left sideline. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A big play for the Panthers. And even 50 yards.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
A run for the first time. That's Trevor Etienne. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He's got it at the 3. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. First and goal coming up.
That's a really nice job up front, clearing the lane, pick up the first down. Now, he didn't get in the end zone, but now you got a fresh set of downs to try to punch it in.
He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. Dowdle is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
But I think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The extra point, up and good. Panthers are on the board. It's now 14-7. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Charlie Jones now to return. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. On 1st and 10, Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second down, Burrow. He'll find Gesicki over the middle. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A pickup of 21 on that connection. And the Bengals going to have a first down. Throwing is Burrow. Right side, and Chase has it. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That catch puts him over 100 yards for the game, and we still have another half to go. That catch picks up the first down.
On 2. 12, 12, 12.
Burrow to throw. He's got it at the 7. And he will get into the end zone. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away.
On the double. Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Young to throw on 1st and 10. Tommy Tremble, the tight end, the man he was looking for there. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought. Knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
That's going to be incomplete. Looked like they had him for a second. They went into the bag of tricks. It almost worked. It's 2nd down. Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. 14 on the pickup. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
On 1st down, Burrow. Exiting the pocket right. He runs with it. And he's into the end zone. Go Burrow. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
On the return, it's Chuba Hubbard. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready? Let's go. Mega. 33, yellow. Steal, check, steal. Six, mega. Ready.
Young to throw on 1st down. It's Trevor Etienne. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Huge, yellow. Black shot. Hey, check mega. Hut.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. Open man, downfield is Weekend. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. The Panthers will take their first timeout. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
Set, ready. 50, green. Smash. Set.
On 1st down is Young. They go back to Leggett. He's got another one. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter.
On the double.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Ready, ready. Yellow, 22. Set, go.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
43. Hey, go steal.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go. 11 MT. Ready? 11 Thomas. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Moving to his right. Now he'll air one out. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.